New COVID concerns across the tri-state as the Delta variant causes an uptick in cases among those not vaccinated.
Timing out another round of big thunderstorms. What to expect by morning.
Watching stars of the silver screen under the stars, literally. New York Live with the best drive-in movie theaters in our area. This is News 4 Now for July 12th. I'm Jen Maxfield. There are growing concerns about an increase in COVID cases in some New York City neighborhoods. Data from the health department shows 6 of the 10 neighborhoods that have the highest positivity rates also have low vaccination rates. These are areas in Staten Island, Manhattan, and Brooklyn, where less than 50% of the population is vaccinated. City health officials say it's more important than ever to get the vaccine.
We're seeing, for example, in Staten Island, the percent positivity and the case numbers have increased in recent days and weeks. And that's because we have unvaccinated individuals, particularly younger people who remain unvaccinated.
And over the weekend in New Jersey, the Department of Health confirmed 264 new cases and 4 additional deaths. Data shows hospitalizations are up over 300 for the 5th straight day. Health officials warn the highly contagious Delta variant may be driving this spread among people who are not vaccinated. Meanwhile, Connecticut is seeing an uptick in summer colds. We're hearing offices in West Hartford and Manchester are seeing the increase. Doctors say it's likely due to people no longer wearing masks and shaking hands and spreading viruses again. The man accused of kidnapping a young mother and their son in New Jersey could soon face charges in connection with the woman's death. 27-year-old Tyler Rios is in custody in Tennessee. Investigators say he led police to the body of 24-year-old Yasmin Uar. Her remains were found in a wooded area. Their 2-year-old son, Sebastian, was found unharmed in a Tennessee hotel. Rios is charged with first-degree kidnapping, but additional charges are pending. A shock on the Jersey Shore this weekend. Needles were found on Monmouth Beach. They've been washing ashore from Sandy Hook to Long Branch for the last few days. We're told it's most likely due to stormwater runoff from New York City's sewer system after heavy rains. Lifeguards in both Long Branch and Monmouth Beach are on patrol, keeping people out of the water and out of danger.
Everybody that we've sent down to the beach has been wearing sneakers or fully, good soled shoes to make sure that everybody stays safe. And then we've been keeping all of our patrons above the high water mark so that nobody accidentally steps on a needle.
Atlantic Avenue, Jolene, and Pavilion beaches were closed today. Crews are combing the shore in search of needles. It's not clear how many more are out there. On the Upper West Side, crews are working to repair a sinkhole on Riverside Drive and West 97th Street. The hole opened up on the side of the road right next to a tree near the sidewalk. No word yet on when that work will be complete. As if we needed more of it, Maria, looks like there's a threat of storms tonight into tomorrow morning.
Yet again, a stormy evening ahead of us. Looking at the timing, it's not just around dinner time. We're talking about through the midnight hour into early tomorrow morning as temperatures stay near 80 degrees at 6 o'clock, slowly falling off into the low 70s, but that humidity stays, and that'll fuel the big showers and thunderstorms. Timing it out again, really scattered across the area. It does look like there may be a heavier cluster of thunderstorms through the Hudson Valley in and around the city before we get a little bit of a reset by tomorrow morning. Just know the damaging wind threat is there, but definitely the heavy rainfall. We're just talking between this evening and tomorrow morning in some areas picking up as much as 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. And while we get a quick break for the afternoon tomorrow, another round of stormy weather ahead.
Drive-in movies are back in a big way this summer. New York Live with the spots you need to check out.
Last year saw the revival of drive-in movie theaters, and I am happy to report that the retro trend is here to stay. So if you want to watch the stars under the stars, I've got some pretty epic options, starting here in Greenpoint, Brooklyn at Skyline Drive-In Theater.
You've got one of the best views of Manhattan and a solid mix of movies. So this summer they are showing everything from West Side Story to Chicago, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood to Sex and the City.
Get out of town. My point exactly.
And now I've made my way to Astoria to check out the Bel Air Diner, where they are offering dinner and a show. Now, the Bel Air Diner has been around for over 50 years. This is a mainstay in Astoria, but they made a major shift during the pandemic. They introduced these movie nights, and it was such a hit. It was able to revitalize the diner, and they are here to stay. Movie nights go down on Saturday nights, and they've got some great classics like Jaws, Sleepless in Seattle, Pretty Woman, and more. Well done! If you're in Staten Island, you got to check out Juicy Lucy Barbecue. They've been holding Flick and Feast nights Thursday through Sunday. So let's talk Jersey now. I really like Ridgewood Guild. It's back for its 12th season of movies in the park, and this one is free. The lineup, which takes place every other week on Wednesdays, includes titles like Tootsie, Maleficent, A Dog's Purpose, and Greatest Showman. From my Long Island, one is free. The movies include Goonies, Harry series, and this one is free. The movies include Goonies, Harry Potter, Wizard of Oz, and one of my all-time favorite movies, Rocky. Those play on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Now to Nassau, which is also free. You want to head to Eisenhower Park, where they have family-friendly crowd pleasers like Trolls, Croods, Secret Life of Pets 2, and so much more.
You really need to see this.
And last but not least, movie nights at the Garden here at the Queens Botanical Garden. This is such a stunning setup. So you're looking at the lawn right here. This is your movie theater, basically. They set up a very large screen back there. You're encouraged to bring blankets, bring your chairs. So go grab some popcorn, grab a blanket, and enjoy the show.
Some school children in Harlem may have caught the space bug. That's because they got to talk with astronauts in the International Space Station 300 miles above them. News 4's Adam Cooperstein with the questions they had for them.
Station, this is Houston ACR. How do you hear me?
It was an out-of-this-world experience for a school in Harlem.
We have these handrails. We grab onto it and then move around.
Students from Harlem Link Charter School not only linked up with two astronauts aboard the International Space Station, they also got to ask them questions.
Do you grow anything on the space station? Where do you get oxygen if you run out of oxygen? Do you like being in space, and why?
Yeah, we all like being in space. It's just a fantastic environment to live and work.
Shane Kimbrough, a NASA flight engineer, and his crewmate from Japan, Akihiko Hoshide, wowed the kids with zero-gravity tricks and fun facts about life in space.
We have some big pantries, so to speak, so they can hold about 6 months of food for each one of us.
My question is, do you do backflips in space all the time?
Of course we do. It's so much fun. I'll let Aki here show you how you do some flipping. But yeah, we get to fly around, which is really fantastic. You guys would all love that if you got a chance to do it.
Students as young as pre-K ask questions.
How do you build a space station?
And like space, their curiosity seemed limitless.
What does the Earth look like from space?
It's beautiful and it's mind-boggling.
The students were clearly grateful for this rare chance to learn and explore with astronauts, launching their minds into orbit. Adam Cooperstein.
Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.